everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back for a brand new video. It's obviously going to be subscriber sort of recap with Q&A questions coming from you guys from both YouTube and the Twitterverse. We're going to start off with Twitter first, then we're going to jump over to YouTube comments. I know I touched on it yesterday's video. I just want to say massive thank you again, every single one of you guys that like, comment and subscribe have really helped the channel turn into something special. To reach 7,000 subscribers is absolutely fucking ridiculous for someone of my quality and talent. So that's all down to you guys for supporting. We're going to start off with the Twitter, like I said. I'm not going to sort of ramble on and do my usual and the Sasha Grey-esque sort of stuff. We're just going to jump right in and answer some of these bad boy questions. So let's get into the video. We're going to start off with the very first question. It's going to come from Scott Young at WATP_Pedro. Could you do a Football Manager 17 series on YouTube? So that's actually a really good question and something that's starting to come up a bit more and more nowadays, the more subscribers that I actually do get. And I'm actually going to answer it with a no. And the reason I'm going to say that is because if you go back and look at my channel, every single time I've done one gameplay, it doesn't really get many views. Not many of you guys like it. Not many of you guys put some comments in. And to be honest with you, for motivation wise, when you see the likes, when you see loads of comments, it really gives you a buzz. Because obviously I work hard, I come home, I spend about 3 or 4 hours editing, recording, blah 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 to upload it, and only get partial like 1/7 of my audience to actually watch those videos. It's quite demoralising. It sort of messes with your head a little bit. I know Joella talks about that sometimes when he makes videos and they didn't really get that. It sort of plays with your mind. So I didn't really want to make videos you guys don't want to see. I want to try and keep my target audience because you guys continue to support me doing certain types of videos. So that's what I do. I didn't want to bore you and keep uploading videos you don't want to see. But if I'm being honest with you, I'd love to get my channel back to doing some gameplay as well. But when I build that audience, maybe more people subscribe and maybe start letting me know saying, okay, I'll start turning up for the videos. So maybe we'll start doing something. Maybe when FIFA 18, Football Manager 18 comes out, we'll maybe do something around about then. But there is a lot of channels that does Football Manager 17 series, so go out and check up those guys. Thank you for the question, Scott. Moving on to, oh, you've actually got 2 in, I believe. 2 questions in, Scott. Very cheeky. Who else do you think Rangers need to sign? At hashtag Q&A. I'd like to see Graham Dorrance and Jamie Walker to come into the club. Bam! Thank you, Scott. I'm actually going to give you the official channel legend badge, Scott. Welcome. It's an established club. Moving on to the next one, come from Ben McNichol at Ben McNichol 2. Favourite MLB team now. MLB is one of the only sports that I don't really pay attention to. It's not as bad as cricket, because I don't think cricket should be even registered as a sport. There's nothing more boring than something that lasts 3 days. The score's like 270-10. I just didn't understand it. People wear hats. It's just weird, lads. Baseball is a bit more exciting. I was actually pretty good at it, or we call it rounders in Scotland. I was actually pretty good at that for like PE and all that stuff. I don't really know anything. The only thing I do know is the Red Sox and the Yankees, because I've lost the TV show. Obviously, because they've got that, like, that's why the Red Sox will never win the World Series, and then he finds out they did win it. And also from Adam Sandler movies, because he supports the Yankees. And let's see, is there anything else I actually know them from? And also the movie Moneyball from the Oakland, I don't know. It's one of those. So one of those teams probably is my favourite. Yeah. Moving on to the next one. Let's go from Nathan Aitken, sorry, at 1872. Nath. What do you think about Pedro putting Mackay in the under-21s? I think it is wrong, as he has the potential to go all the way. Yeah, it is a wee bit concerning, but the only thing I would say is just remember that he's actually put him in for the registered squad for Europe, so I wouldn't say it's all doom and gloom. We've actually got a chance to get somewhat. He's still got a bit of chance to make it in the team. I think it's just a bit of an attitude problem. You hear that he's been offered a contract and he's not signed it yet, and Pedro only wants people around the club that wants to be at the club and is 100% committed. So I think that's exactly what it is. I don't think it's anything like you're gone. The only thing I will say is, if we sign Jamie Walker, I've got a tiny scary suspicion that means that's the end for Barry Mackay, because obviously that's us got like 7 wingers. So yeah, I'm a wee bit upset about that. Hopefully not, but yeah, that's how I'm feeling about that. Moving on from the next one, it comes from Cami at Cami72_. Favourite sport other than football? NFL. I absolutely love the NFL. It's obviously American football to me, in case you didn't know. I know a lot of people say, oh, it's like the soft rugby, they wear helmets and everything like that. There's more people gets injured playing NFL than there is ever to playing rugby. That's because it's like a game of chess, and I absolutely love that. It doesn't matter what the score is. The coach can make a tactical adjustment to expose a weak side, weak spot in the team, and it can change the entire game. Tom Brady is obviously the greatest of all time and is my absolute hero. He can just throw it in a sixpence. He's like 39-year-old, doesn't matter. He's built for the game mentally. I just think that's absolutely fantastic. If you go back and look at the most recent Super Bowl, where he was down 28-3. Everyone, including myself, even I was a bit upset because obviously I love the Patriots and I was like, this is shite. I want the GOAT, as we call him, to get his 5th ring. And he ended up coming back and win it because of the tactical changes and he went into beast mode. I absolutely love that, but it doesn't matter what the score is. I love their entire setup as well. Like, whoever does the worst in the league gets the chance to get the best players next season, if that makes any sense to you guys. So whoever wins it gets the worst pick in the draft, because that's how they do it, is the draft, like from colleges and stuff like that. I absolutely just love that. So you could literally have the worst team. You could be the worst team one year, but next season you could have a couple of really, really good draft picks and you could actually win the entire thing. And I love that. It's unpredictable. It makes everything fair. There's not like one team, it's all got the money and the rest of the teams are suffering. It gets spread about and I think it's a fantastic sport. So yeah, NFL, and obviously I'm a Patriots fan. And I'm not just like a glory hog. I've always supported the Patriots way back to even when my dad supported. He's a diehard Redskins fan. We used to play the games. I'd always pick the Patriots because they were blue. Thankfully I didn't pick the Buffalo Bills or the Giants because they're a bit shit. So yeah, I lucked out on that one. So yeah, boom, answered that. So boom, on to the next question. This one comes from Craig1872 at Craig187312. Win the Europa League, but Celtic gets 10 in a row, or win the Europa League? The league. Win the Europa League, but Celtic gets 10 in a row, or win the Europa League? Really? Really, Craig? Really? I'm trying to make my channel more professional and seem like coolness, and you're dropping this shit on me? So I can either win the Europa League, or I can win the Europa League and Celtic wins 10 in a row? Really, Craig? Really? I'm going to pick winning the Europa League. Let's go to that stage of that to roast my fans. I love you, Craig. I'm only kidding on, but really? Really fucking Craig? Really? I'm going to win the Europa League. I'll let you choose which one. Jack Reed at Jack the Bear 1872. Will you do any match vlogs this season? I think most of our subscribers would enjoy that. Now, for you guys that don't know, I'm actually unable to go to the season games at the weekend because I'm working literally every weekend. That's how my boss does my rota. Unfortunately, it's the days that I need to be in to cover the store, so I can't really get away from it. But the European games, I think so. I think we should be going to most of the games, so you'll probably see a lot of it, and I'll try and vlog it as much as I can. Moving on to the next one. This is from Nathan Aitken at 1872. Nath. Actually, I've read his comment out already. Oh, it's just alright. You've just repeated yourself. Don't do that, lads. Mark Menzies at Barry Allen 1690. I fucking love that Twitter handle. If you could relive any moment, also you're a channel legend. If you could relive any moment in your life, what would it be? It would actually be going down to hashtag United trials. Obviously, I went down earlier in the year. Played really, really well, I thought. I just wish I was a wee bit more selfish because I'm pushed forward and tried to do a wee bit more because I'm such built in to win. That's just my mindset. I played centre back, I played right back, played everywhere where no one else could play just to try and help the team out and make it run a wee bit smoother. I felt I was a wee bit more of a captain in my team from the Green team, if you didn't know. And I think we've really, really done well with gel together, and I think that was one of my best attributes. Obviously, I was kept as a retainer, so there was 3 people picked that didn't make it into the next round as a backup, and I was one of those guys. I just think to myself, because I got picked as a retainer, as a backup, sorry, with only three different players. If I had just been a wee bit more selfish, I think I could have went really far in that tournament. So yeah, that's probably one of my biggest regrets. But Spencer's been really, really awesome with me. If you guys didn't know, he stays in contact. He's very supportive of my videos. He drops me some messages now and then. Whenever I message him out and ask him to be in a video. Obviously, it wasn't one of my videos. So
when CJ Novo asks you to get involved in a video, you say yes.
So Spencer's awesome. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? But yeah, I just wish I was a wee bit more selfish and took my chance a wee bit more, rather than sort of just my mindset is we'll just need to do well. Moving on to the next one from Matty Taylor, another channel legend. Best game, but not the game you always choose. Right, okay, so I think he's meaning because I always pick the 3-2 Rangers game when we bet Celtic with Livingston scoring the header. I'm not going to go with a game I've been to because obviously it's always going to be that one. I'm going to go with a game I didn't go, and I think it's the best game I've ever seen Rangers play, personally, from the start to finish. And that's actually going to be the game we bet Leon 3-0 with Beasley, Big Jig. It was Big Jig first with a header, then it was Kuzan, I believe, and then Beasley scored a third and final goal. Tremendous, tremendous win. Everyone thought we were going to go there and get slaughtered, but we didn't. We stood up, we were Rangers, and we fucking came away with the win. Too bad we folded the rest of the tournament, but we played tremendously well there. Moving on to the next one, it comes from Matty Reid, who's another channel legend, at MT Reedy. Favourite non-Rangers football player? Pizzini. Or Bashing Schweinsteiger, Podolski. and Cristiano Ronaldo. But yeah, they're my favourite players. Bastian Schweinsteiger I've always like loved in my heart because I just think he's such a warrior, so it'll probably be him. Stuart Ward at Stuart W18548060. What team would you start if you picked the team to start on Thursday? Right, I'm going to try and do this really, really rapid fire. Okay, so I'm going to go in goalkeeper. I'm going to go with Fordingham. I'm going to play just a 4-4-2 with just a slight target man and one just in behind the strikers. Fods is the goalkeeper. Right back Tav. Centre backs are going to be Cardoza and Wilson, just because Bruno Alves is still going to be at the Confederations Cup. Left back I'd play either Bierman or Wallace. They'll probably play Wallace because it's a big thing for him. Moving to the right mid. Actually, Dalcio, sorry, I was going to say because Candeas is actually not registered. So Dalcio will play on the right. I'll go with Pena and Jack in the middle. I'd put on the left, I'd put Barry Mackay, and my striker would be Herrera as the target man and Morales as the sort of poacher. Football Manager references for days, CJ. Yeah, boom. That was rapid fire. Fuck me, I'm absolutely killing this video and my laptop's about to die, so I keep looking down there at my battery, so I might need to cut this soon just to plug in my laptop. Jonathan Swift at Jonathan Swift. How long will it take? How long will your round trip take to Azerbaijan? It's talking about because Andy Hallery's linked to leave there. I wouldn't even give him a lift, mate. I'd make him walk to Azerbaijan. It'd probably take him longer to walk than it would be for him actually going to take there and play. So if he walks, it's probably going to take him more than a year to come back. So yeah, let him walk. Heard you're giving a lift. Seriously though, what's happened with Mackay? It's a very, very scary thing, man. I'm dreading it. I'm very, very nervous about it. I just hope that they manage to get it all sorted out very, very soon, because I absolutely love Barry Mackay, as you guys know, and I want him to have a future at the club. Moving on to the next one. Thank you for saying that, Jonathan. It's Jack Hamilton 208. What is your dream wrestling match? Dream wrestling match. Oh my fuck. This is a great question. Dream wrestling match. Obviously, I grew up watching Austin versus The Rock all the time and I absolutely loved it. Had the New Age Outlaws versus The Nation. I'm not going to lie to you, Jack. Actually, when I was recording this, I realised that my camera started to freeze because my camera just died. My battery died. In a couple of minutes' time, or a couple of seconds' time, you'll realise, and I've actually explained that I've had to change camera. But while I've been editing, I've noticed. I'm actually going to answer your question specially using my mic, sort of Mr. Kennedy style. I'd like to see The Rock versus CM Punk in their prime. I know they did fight a couple of years ago, but I'm talking about early 2000s, late 90s The Rock versus venomous, spiteful, angry CM Punk. Oh, the other one I did mention in the video that's all chopped up and it's too laggy to even put in because the camera and the battery's still close to dying, is Rowdy Piper versus CM Punk, just because of the promos. So yeah, back to me from me. Transition because my battery ran out. Nailed it. Moving on to the next question. It's actually going to come in from the bouncer at Gadmax78. On a scale of 1 to Goldberg, how excited are you for Insomnia RTG next month? Such a fantastic question. I forgot to actually mention on my main channel, I'm actually going to be appearing at the Insomnia event. So if any of you guys want to meet me and you're from the Glasgow area, I will be there to meet, sign some things. I don't know why you'd want my signature or pictures with me, but if you do, I'm going to be there. Batchy invited me, so shout out to Batchy for supporting the channel and everything like that. It got me in there. There's some mental YouTubers like Syndicate's going to be there, Marley13's going to be there, Batchy himself's going to be there. Some like top quality YouTubers, and I'm there. So yeah, if you're maybe for the area, you probably want to turn up because I'm probably not going to have too many people and it's going to be awkward. So yeah, if you could come to that event, I'll maybe leave something on Twitter or something like that. So yeah, please let me know if you're coming down on YouTube, if you're actually going to the event, maybe let me know down below and we'll arrange meeting up or something like that. Yeah, cool. Moving on to the next one, let's see if we get it in. Actually, I'm actually going to just end the video there for the Twitter side because I think the video's getting a wee bit scary long now, especially with me having to cut the video now because we've ran out of battery mid-question and mid-flow. So I'm going to end sort of the Twitterverse just there. Thank you guys for sending them in, and I'm going to jump over to you guys in the comments on YouTube who maybe doesn't get as many love because I didn't read out all your comments for like recaps and everything like that. So I want to make sure I read out as many as I can for this, because you guys are literally the building blocks for my channel. Every one of you guys that drops likes, drop comments, and subscribes, you are absolutely killing the channel. You're making it fantastic to fun and everything like that. So here we go. We're going to jump into that. But do you know what happens? Do you know what happens when you finish your Twitter questions, but then you need to jump over to your YouTube comments? Huh? Do you know what happens when you're making a Q&A, but then you're finished with the Twitter questions, but you need to jump over? Huh? Huh? Sponsor break! I was going to try and play that off, but that Lucasade boat has been sitting there a while. I'm not going to lie to you. That's rough to drink, that, lads. That's off. I'm just going to flat out say it, and I know that's going to be maybe probably cut out of the video because I'm probably going to have to edit this out, but I feel sick now. I don't know how long that boat has been sitting there, but there's something in my throat right now, and it's no Lucasade. That's all I'm going to say about it. If I don't reply to anyone's comments after I upload this video, maybe phone the police or an ambulance to come check on me, because that's off. That's just flat out off. So yeah, worst sponsor break ever. Hashtag it. Right, so jumping over the first YouTube sort of Q&A question, and he's hashtag it. What a legend. If I don't read out your Q&A question on YouTube, it's because you haven't hashtagged it. I've had to filter it to find the hashtag comment. So boom, ball comes in from Warren Burke. Who do you think our best player of the who will be our best signing? I'm gonna go with Morales because I think he's gonna be fantastic. Moving on to the next one, it comes from Stuart Meehan. Q&A: favourite player to play in Scotland who didn't play for Rangers? Oh wow. Right, I know who I'm going to pick, and it's going to be very, very controversial, I think, because there's obviously a lot of off-the-field issues, but I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about on the field, what he done. I'm going to go with David Goodwillie now. For you guys that don't know him, he's maybe a wee bit younger, but 5 or 6 years ago, David Goodwillie is absolutely fucking on form. He was banging goals in cup finals from the halfway line. He was looking like a sure-fired hit. He was meant to be coming to Rangers, and then obviously all the administration stuff happened. So he ended up making a choice to go down to Blackburn because they couldn't guarantee his future at Rangers. So we lost out on him from there. Yeah, he was just absolutely fantastic on the park. He was just had everything. He was scoring bicycle kicks. Maybe YouTube him if you want. David Goodwillie. I think it was like 2012 season. He was absolutely on fire. Him and Johnny Russell. Dundee United had such a scary side at one time. If they just had ambition, but the chairman's a fucking wanker and just ruined everything for them as a club. Selfish prick. But yeah, if you just look at David Goodwillie, he went down south to Blackburn. I know he had like 30 games and only scored 3 goals. But if you actually look into that, he only played like 30 minutes in total that entire season because he was coming on with like 3 minutes to go every time and still managed to score a couple of goals. He's one of these guys I think wasted his career by going down south. He's one of these boys like Scott Allen and like the what was the guy fucking with ginger hair that played for Aberdeen and he went down to Wigan. I can't remember his name, like Fryer or something like that. And now he's back at Hibs or something. Just these guys that continue to take the wrong moves rather than playing at their clubs or moving to a bigger club in Scotland like a Rangers or Celtic, getting European football, building your sort of profile from there instead of jumping for the money down south, sitting with a club that's struggling to do this, struggling to do that, and never succeeding. It's a real shame what happened to David Goodwillie because I really think he was fantastic. Quick story about Goodwillie. I actually remember against Rangers when he was really, really linked about joining. He actually broke away from the halfway line, just absolutely killed our defender. I can't remember who it was. It might have actually been Magic. But yeah, he just destroyed him. And he was just running through and goal. We had Papac chasing him. And he just fake shotted it. And McGregor utterly dived to the left. He dived to the left. And like McGregor, Goodwillie just totally juked him like that. McGregor looked like an arsehole. And he just slipped it in the right. He was fantastic that season, honestly, and he was really building himself up, but he let himself down on and off the park, for what you guys know. Yeah, so he was my favourite player. I really thought he was going to be something special, and I really wanted him to join Rangers. But yeah, moving on to the next question. It comes in from Jamie Yeats. Favourite Rangers player ever? Barry Ferguson. He's my absolute all-time hero. Like, a lot of people just like start interviewing players and everything like that. And obviously it would be fantastic. And you guys, the like button, drop comments and everything like user guys are opening the door for me at Rangers and everything like that. But if I ever met Barry Ferguson, I'd be absolutely frightened. I wouldn't even probably be able to speak, honestly, because he's just such a hero in my eyes. Obviously, Livingkrantz is there as well, because I absolutely love Livingkrantz. Like, I've got his signed video in the back, all this crazy stuff. But yeah, those two are always my two that I mention. Moving on to the next one. It comes from Jordan Smith. What do you work as? I'm a sales advisor at Vodafone. Hashtag it. Moving on to the next one, Fraser McDonald. What do you think of Dave King's recent comments regarding Celtic? Like, I understand it where he's coming from. Right, it's probably going to maybe annoy some of you guys, but right, I understand where he's come from, right? It does make sense. They've only really won 2, okay? That's fair enough, that Rangers are there. But in 50 years' time, 60 years' time, when they look back in the record books, is it really going to put it in hash-tricks? Rangers wasn't there? No, it's no. It's not like Austin Powers singing about his dad, right? It's what it's going to say is Celtic won 10 in a row, if they get to that. I don't believe they will. I believe we'll stop them at 8 or 9. But at the same time I didn't really agree with this. It doesn't matter if Rangers aren't there. That doesn't matter at all. In 50 years' time, when they look back at the record books, when they're all jumping on the Wikipedia off their spaceships, they'll look and say, oh, Celtic won 10 in a row. And that's the way it'll go if they do win it. I believe they won't. I believe we will stop them. You just see the financial backing we've already have in one season. We've still got 3 or 4 seasons to go. I think we'll definitely stop them. Moving on to the next one. Comes from Vlog It Matt. What made you want to do YouTube? Now, so that's a fantastic question. The reason I wanted to make YouTube is guys like Mr. Stark, Seen Arners, Hutch, all these guys back in the Respawn days, if you didn't know. If you want to see some really, really funny stuff on YouTube, jump on YouTube and type in Mr. Stark, Respawn. The funniest shit. If you think I'm like cringy and hilarious, I don't know why, but if you do, go back and watch Stark. He's an absolute hero in my eyes, like my absolute favourite YouTuber of all time. I love Spencer, I love True Jordan and everything like that. Especially Spencer's channel, I think it's top notch, but Mr. Stark's just a god, just a YouTube god. And even if you want to look at my hello everyone, this is CJ Novo. If you go back and look at Seen Arners videos in COD, what did he used to say? He went, hello, this is Seen Arners. That's what I do. So maybe I copied him. He's probably going to copyright strike me now. So yeah, Mr. Stark and everything inspired me to make videos. Kill Hollywood, 75,000 I. These guys, these heroes, really, really inspired me to make YouTube videos. So that's why we did them. Moving on to the next one, it comes from Jonathan Loach. If you could bring back one ex-player, Rangers player who still plays today, who would it be? I'm not going to say Naismith. I know you want me to say Naismith. It's never fucking happening. Who's still playing today? Vladimir Weiss is an option, but he just dick teases us every season, pretends he's coming back. Who's playing? Stephen Davis. I think he's still in form for Southampton. Could definitely improve our squad if he came. Yeah, that's probably about the best I'm going to get. Can I think of anyone else? No, I'm going to go with that actually. I'm going to stick with my guns. Stephen Davis. I'd take him back in a second. Moving on to the next one, comes from Blair Sim. Your best ever Rangers 5-a-side team. Oh, what a question. Fantastic question. Wow. Fantastic. Wow, that's quite alright, okay. Okay, that's awesome. Right, I really love that question. I'm gonna put this on the thumbnail as well, so in the title. Shout out to Blair Sim. And goals, I'm gonna go with Stefan Kloss just because he can make himself big. I would pick the goalie, but again, I can't remember seeing him die hard. I remember seeing Kloss every week when I was going season ticket holder. I've got it in my mind, and there was a 3 or 4 year spell where Kloss was the best goalkeeper in Scotland by far. Moving on to the centre back. Now at 5-a-side, you need someone that's mobile. Like obviously you could think of Craig Moore, who was an absolute fucking beast. You had Amoruso, could do a bit of everything. But I'm going to surprise some people. I'm going to pick Magic Bagheera. And I'm just going to go with that because he can run with the ball. He's fast. Can do a bit of everything. Can pass as well in his tight space. Not afraid with the ball at his feet. I'm going to go with Bagheera. Midfield. Right, my midfield. I'm going to pick Barry Ferguson because it just would be rude without it. And you need a leader. You need a captain. And he's my captain. So Kloss, Bagheera, Barry Ferguson, and I'm going to go with sort of 2 midfield players that can play as an attack who's going to be sort of sweeping. Now you could argue there's a lot of people I'm going to be leaving out, but that's just the way it's going to go. I'm going to go with Brian Laudrup as the sort of centre forward, and I'm going to go with Gaza just because Gaza, I think you could argue that Gascoigne's the best player ever to play for Rangers. Like you could argue he came here with like a dodgy knee, cut up knee, right, broken if you want, and he was absolutely the best player in the league. Like, it's just outstanding. If he was fully fit, without his injuries, without his demons, he was by far he should have been the best player in the world. And I think you could argue for a 3 or 4 year spell at Tottenham and stuff like that, he probably really was. Yeah, I think that team would be absolutely frightening. I know I'm leaving a big names out like Mark Hateley, Alan McCoy, John Gregg, of course, Sandy Jarvin, all these absolute heroes from back in the day. I'm trying to pick players that I know really, really well. That is going to be my 5-a-side team. If you're watching this video just now, and a shout out to you guys if you are, put your 5-a-side team. And if you've already left a comment, just put an eye in, dude. Leave your 5-a-side Rangers team and we'll compare them. It'll be quite interesting. I really, really like that question, Blair. Thank you for sending that one in. Yeah, send it in. Pop them in. Drop them in the comments. Daryl Frame, Q&A. How do you think Rangers can do in Europe this season? Yeah, I'm actually going to end the video with this one because I think the video is way, way, way too long. So if you are watching this video and you haven't liked or commented yet, please do. This video is probably not going to get many views because it's so long. Daryl Frame writes, Q&A, how do you think Rangers can do in Europe and Scotland next season? Europe would be fantastic if we could reach the group stages. I think that'd be successful. Maybe try and see where we go from there. In the Scottish League, I think we solidify second place, close the gap towards Celtic, and then build for the future. I think second place with a reduced gap to maybe 15 points or so, maybe even under that if we can do, I think would be a tremendous success. But yeah, that has been my video. Hopefully you did enjoy. I know it's extremely long, but I just wanted to thank you guys. Answer a lot of you guys who take the time to send me stuff. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to me on YouTube. You guys are absolutely heroes. I've been CJ Novo 92. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.